Okay, we're ready to set up our Google portfolio. Okay, I'm going to show you some screenshots first. The portfolios are super powerful for learning, but also for student-led conferences that they can do with their parents or they can just do with you. What we've seen live is that the kids, the teachers learn by by trial and error how to prep the kids and what to include in the portfolio. So you just have to kind of accept that as a growth process. But once the kids get there, they are so confident in their presentation, and they talk about why they included something in their portfolio, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, what they need to work on for improvement. And this is like from as low as third grade up to seniors. So what I'd like to do is the portfolio portion of this course is really to help you be the student and understand how to use the portfolio so that then you can turn around and use it with your students. Should you use it this year? If you want to, if you're ready to take the risk. Do you have to? No. If you want to live through the whole thing first and then try it out next year, have at it. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is, if you would, type in this address, bit.ly / and then the uppercase count. So it's PCBL for personalized competency-based learning, and then portfolio. So the first 5 letters are uppercase. And let me know when you're there. Make sure you have a dot in between the bit and the ly. BL. All right, look at your uppercase letters. Yep. So the Google Sites, so I build websites on the side using WordPress. Google Sites can be done with kindergartners. And it's so easy, it can be done with kindergartners, but it can be fancy enough to be professional. It's crazy. I have teachers who use Google Sites to build their lessons, and they will have like multiple stations built into Google Sites so that as the kids rotate, they just click on the link they need and everything they need is right there. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So what we're going to do is, I just want to show this to you. You can include pictures, you can include text. You've got your titles at the top. You can put fancy pictures behind it or colors if you want. I'm going to click on template page, if you would click on yours as well. Here's where the portfolio comes in, right? And the thinking, the goal setting, the checking in, and then the reflection. So basically this is before I start, in the middle of what I'm doing, and then after I've finished. So where am I going is really your goal setting. The how will I get there is having a plan, and then the reflection is, did it work, basically. So Google Sites doesn't have an easy way for me to just copy this and give it to you, so you actually have to build it yourself. So what I did was, I just put some placeholders here so that if the kids were going to do it, like I would go through this with them one at a time and say, okay, add a text box, make it a heading, colorize the background. Underneath it, you're going to add more text, and you're going to set your own goals. So what I need to teach you how to do is not how to do this whole page, but how to add pages, because for your portfolio, you're going to have 6 tasks. So we have to have task 1, task 2, task 3 through 6 across the top. And then your home is going to be the About Me page, basically. All right? Okay, so what I need you to do, and now I'm going to switch back over to the presentation because I've got these screenshots. Let me blow this up. I'm gonna show it to you first in still shots, and then we're going to do it together live. Okay. All right. When we go to sites.google.com, you're going to see a plus sign down here in the bottom right-hand corner, and that's what you're going to click on to create a new site. When you click on it, and we'll do this live, so just relax for right now. When you click on that, this is what will show up. It'll say right here for number 1, untitled site, and you're going to title that first. And then over here, what we're going to do is, instead of building it and then publishing it, we're going to publish it first so that we can get the address. And then you can share that with me. All right? Now, when we try to publish it, if I had typed in, let me back up, right here where it says untitled site, if I type in Eileen's site and then I hit publish, that's all I have to do is title it, right? When I do that, what happens is you're going to see this screen. It'll say Eileen's site at the top. It'll say Eileen's site right below it on the page. And then it's going to say Eileen's site right here as my web address. Okay? So notice how those 3 match, and notice how the apostrophe in Eileen's is gone. Everything is lowercase, and where I have a space, Google puts in a hyphen, because you can't have spaces in a URL. And then this is the actual complete name of the website, because it's sites.google.com/view/Eileen's site. If you're creating one with your students, it's going to be more like sites.google.com/ whatever your district is called, .k12.sc.us/Eileen's site. So when you are doing it, just get ready for those infinitely long URLs. And because you're fighting with everybody in the district who might be using the same name, you want to make sure you have a naming convention like 2020 Perrine, or 2020 period 5 Perrine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to come up with some kind of a naming convention. Otherwise, you can't do like World War I, or you can't do fractions or something like that. So just so that you know, that's how that works. And then if you get a message like this, that's a great address, but it's already taken, then you just have to keep trying until you get one that hasn't been taken. So you can add numbers in here. You can add spaces, which would end up being hyphens. It won't let you uppercase. That's not going to matter. But, you know, you just keep trying until you get it. And then also in the publish, right here, this is important. So for your high school kids, you're probably safe because they're 13 and up. You can decide whether to have them check this off so nobody can find them, or they can let it be live so that people can find them, so that their work is actually for an authentic audience. You can also check this off, and then you can still get the link and like maybe share it with somebody across your district so that they can jury your kids' work so that it's an authentic audience instead of just for the teacher. Because Let's just be honest, the kids really don't care what we think, but they care what other people think, right? So, so those are the things that we're going to be looking at when we go to publish. And then once you've checked all these things off, you're going to hit publish. And then when you hit that publish button, then your page is live, but you're in edit mode. So up here on the right hand corner, you're looking for, it kind of looks like a paper clip, but you're going to click on that, and then this window will pop up. The entire link is here. All you have to do is click on copy link, and then I'm going to ask you to go back into Classroom and share the link in a Google form that is posted, because then that way we all will have, we'll be able to look at one another's portfolios as they are building. Okay? All right, I know that was a lot, so now I'm going to do it live. All right, let me shrink this down. Okay, so you guys, do you still have it side by side? Do you still have? Okay. Okay, all right. So I'm going to switch over to, sometimes Sites is not in the 9 square. So if I click, let me blow this up. If I click for a new tab, I usually get my Google window. And then up here, if I click on the 9 square, Google Sites is sometimes in here, but sometimes it's not. So what's easiest to do is just to open up a new tab and type in sites.google.com. And then it will automatically go to your sites because you're logged in. Okay. Now, if you haven't created any sites, this is just going to be empty with a message that says empty or something like that. Down here in the bottom right-hand corner, this is where you're going to hit the plus button. And after we've created these, you're each going to share your screen and show us your site. Okay?
It says add content, like skip this tour. Are we going to skip that?
Yes. Yes. Yep. Okay, good. Joanna, do you have a site open? All right. Okay, so the first step is up here in the top left where it says untitled site. I just want you to name it. And you can just name it.
Just put Dave's site, or should I leave it?
Exactly.
That's good.
Yes. And since I did that already, I'm just going to leave the apostrophe out. Okay. Now, Joanna, since yours is spinning, I'm going to show you a couple of things that you don't need to do before you publish. Okay. So for this, if I click on this background, notice now it says Eileen's site here as well. Okay. Right here, it says change image and change header type. So the first thing we're going to do is click on header type. And then you can choose title only, which means you really don't care about the graphics. You can choose banner, which is a little bit of background. Large banner is bigger, and then cover fills the entire page. So it's personalized. You get to pick the one you want, so pick whatever size you like. And for your page title, type in about the author, because that's what this page is going to be. And then we're going to hit change image. So let me know where you are.
Where's change image?
On the left, can you see it right here? It's within the gray header. and it says change image next to header type.
I did the header type.
Oh,
And,
did you pick title only?
yeah.
That's why. Okay.
Oh,
So,
you picked that?
so do that after we do this, because your kids, you need to know how to do it because your kids will want to know. So pick one of the other three just for now.
Okay.
And then if there's going to be an image involved, now can you see change image?
When I change the, it's not fitting in the, it's like ABOU and then the T skips down. Oh, I expand
Oh, okay. So with that,
I got it.
okay, good.
I
You
just expanded the box.
Okay, good. Here's the thing that I love, especially with middle schoolers and high schoolers. Make sure you don't say, grab the blue balls and stretch them.
I'll make sure not to do that. Alright, so mine still does not say, it says change image, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so now, right here, you can, if you hit select image, which is what we're going to recommend that the kids do, they have a gallery of pre-made pictures or just a solid color or confetti or whatever. So you can say to them, if you want to play with pictures, do it on your own time. Pick one of these as your background and hit select. And it's done. So if it's something that is special to them, right, then you can have them upload an image of, whatever they want it to be. But usually, they'll just spend 2 hours trying to find the perfect picture for the top of their website. All right, Joanna, has your thing stopped spinning yet? I know. Check to make sure your microphone's not muted.
It did, and then I clicked something, and then it started.
Spinning again. All right. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go through it, and then I'll also post. Oh, good.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you? I'm still spinning.
Okay.
It's
Then I'm just going to ask you to watch carefully, and then I'll also post a video of it so that you'll be able to go back and do it, but you'll already be familiar. Does that help?
yeah.
Okay. All right, then Dave, once you've named your site up here in the top left, we're going to head straight over to the right and hit the publish button.
Okay.
All right. So you can call it whatever you want. It doesn't have to be named Dave's site, but you can try and grab that and see if it's been taken yet.
Is that, when you say grab it, when
Oh, meaning,
publish,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
hit publish?
Yeah, hit publish, and then you're going to start,
Yes.
yeah. So, if I hit Eileen's site, it's been taken. If I put Eileen portfolio, it's been taken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a date in there, 2020 Eileen site. Let's see if that has not been taken. Usually if you add a number, you're good to go. So now, right here where it says manage my site, if you click on that, this is where it's the same as you can share it with your parent.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so if you wanted to let people can either edit it or view it. So kids can collaborate in a Google site. And if you wanted to share it out to parents or do what I was talking about where you like are jurying things, you're swapping classes or whatever, you can share it there too. Okay? All right, let me zoom out. Okay,